my business partner, all of our coach, half of the dynamic duo rank queen and king and queen less than 3 months in this organization. That's right. That's $20,000 a month. And, I'm not just putting their business out there like that, but it is what it is. Good works is being recognized, and that's what Tradera does. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, help me bring to the forefront of the room our coach, Mr. Clifton Wright. Clifton, are you on the call with us?
Yes, I'm sure on the call. LaWanda, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man, loud and clear. Take it away. And, I just want to publicly thank you and Lady G, your beautiful wife, for being so committed to the cause of creating 1,000 nobles. Woo, I was going to say in 90 days, but we're less than 90 now. From August the 1st, 90 days. So you may take it away. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. And I appreciate your time, LaWanda, and just the commitment, right? And it's all about commitment. So I thank you for your commitment, your friendship, and just the desire that you have. And I'm just excited to be partnered up with you. And so let's go. Welcome, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are calling from. I definitely appreciate you jumping on here. And I promise you, I'm not going to be very long today, right? It's a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. And as I tell people all the time, I get really fired up when it comes to training because obviously we spend all week, right, really grinding and really just working our business. And Saturday is one of those times where I believe we get a chance to kind of, relax back a little bit and, reset our mind, right? And just get the information that we need to fuel up, right, and get going again. And so I believe training is so important, guys. And LaWanda said it best, right? You have a job, you go to your job, and obviously, if they don't train you, you're not going to do a good job, right? And what's going to happen? You're going to fail. And our business is really no different. In fact, the more training you get, the more skill you develop, the more leadership you develop, the better your chance of success. And so today I'm going to keep it very short, but I do want to share with you, really 3 things that I believe is really just the cornerstone or the real important information that we need to understand to have success, right? And it's 3 words, but they're 3 very, very powerful words. And, when I talk to LaWanda and going back to previous businesses that we've done, this has always been our motto, right? It's always been our goal. It's always been the things that we abide by, right? And that's being focused, being driven, and being committed. And really and truly, this is no different from anything else in life. Would you guys agree? Anything you do, you have to be focused, driven, and committed, right? And it's just a matter of what you're focused, driven, and committed to. What it is that you're going to do to make sure you stay true to these things. And I'm just sharing with you guys what we've done, what we've always done over the last 14 years to have success in this industry. And when we started with Tradera, folks, our mindset was no different. And I'm going to tell you, folks, it's so important that we follow these things because I've never seen anybody that have made a 6 or even a 7-figure income working from home that has never been focused, never been driven, and never been committed. And I'm going to tell you, the biggest challenge that we have with these things is that these words here, these activities, right? These have to be self-done, right? It's not one of those things where it's a job and, our boss is all over us telling us, hey, you got to focus on doing this. Every minute you've got to be committed to this. You got to be committed to getting here on time. You got to be committed to coming back from break early, right? All of these things are what we call an employee mentality. And one of the biggest challenges, guys, in our industry and one of the reasons why people fail is because we're taking the average person and we're putting them in a position of leadership, in a position of a business where they have to control all of these things, right? Yes, we have people like myself and we have people like LaWanda. We have people like, did I see Mr. Ermita Pierre just jump out? We have people like Mr. Roy Lawrence and people who actually help to drive these things, right? We help to motivate, right? We help to keep people focused. We help to keep people committed. right? We send a text message. We remind people about their business calls and their trainings and all these things. But the reality is, when we join these type of businesses, these are all independent businesses, right? You know, we work as a team. We help to motivate and all these things. But the people who are able to develop self-leadership, the people who are able to, you know, be focused independently, to be able to have that drive and commitment themselves, are the ones that's going to win. And so my job here today is really just to impress upon you the importance of these things in your success, your business, your lifestyle that you're pursuing, right? And so what's focus, right? Focus is really staying true and locked into what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And for all of us, it's going to be different, right? But I believe your focus should be, number one, is on your goal. You know, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? And one of the things that I believe have made me successful in this industry, and a lot of leaders that I've talked to, is the ability to be business-minded, right? So when you get started in your career business, your mindset, what is it? You know, is this one of those things where it's just another hobby, right? You're going to get paid like that. But if your mindset is that you're launching a business, right, you want to move over to that B side of the quadrant where you're actually going to develop a business plan and you're going to follow your business plan, right? Then you're going to have massive success. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it takes a lot to do this, right? Because, you know, this business is optional, right? There's people that does it on a part-time basis. And I remember when I was working at the bank for 20 years, guys, I was doing it on a part-time basis technically, but I was still working full-time hours. And that's how I was able to walk away from my job, right? Because I was able to do my business on a full-time basis, working extra hours, overtime, focusing and treating like a business. And that's what gave me success. So your mindset has to be treating your business like a business. That's what you focus on. And so what is your business plan, right? Our business plan here in Tradera is to rank up, right? Is to get to the top of this company, right? You never want to settle at a rank, right? And so every single week, my goal is, well, how far am I from the next rank, right? How far am I from the next rank? And so that should be your question. You got to know where you are right now and where you want to go, right? So if you haven't hit founder yet, then your business plan is to hit founder. And when do you want to do that by? And then you have to work on knight and noble and bishop and duke and right to the top, folks. This is our business plan. This is our business plan, right? Your goal is to get to legend, right? You've got to have a time frame when you're going to do it. And then you've got to find out what is it that you need to get to that level, right? But how do you eat an elephant, right? It's one bite at a time. It's one person at a time. It's one level at a time. It's one promotion at a time. So your first business plan or actual game plan is to get tonight, right? Focus on getting tonight. Set a game plan, set a date, right? Know what it is to get tonight. It's funny because I've talked to so many people, right? And they're trying to find out, well, how is it that they get tonight? Well, the information is there, right? The information is there. You need to be an active person, right? Active IBO. You go out and get 3 clients, right? And you want to work with those people. You want to help to get a total of 10 in your organization, 442. And so when you know your game plan, then it's just a matter of going to work, right? So you got to focus on that. And once you become a knight, folks, then you want to focus on getting to noble, right? Once you do this, folks, you just keep going through the ranks. And it's just so that right now we're actually focusing on a game plan over the next 90 days where we want to help 1,000 people get to this rank. And I think it's very, very important, folks, that you tap into this vision. Why? Because it's going to help your business move forward. And so this Comma Club, as I call it, is really just helping 1,000 people get to this rank, guys. Very simple, right? But if you focus on it, it's helping to move your business forward, right? And so we've written it down. I just understand that when you have a business plan, you've got to write it out, right? We understand what you need to do, but it's got to be on paper, right? You have to think on ink. And so we put together this game plan sheet where as soon as you enroll your 3 people that are serious and they buy into this plan and this vision and this focus that you want to have, then you want to help them do the same thing, folks. And I'm going to tell you, success takes focus. Success takes focus. You have to write that down. Success takes focus. And I'm going to tell you, it's, how long you stay focused is really dependent on how big your dream is, right? But I'm going to tell you, folks, once this mission is accomplished and you're where you are, it's going to be so worth it. So the first thing is focus, right? Focus on your game plan and then the activities to get to your game plan. And all of us should know what the activities are, right? It's the PS3. It really encompasses everything we need to do to put people in this business. And so if you don't know what it is, if you don't know what the P stands for, if you don't know what the S stands for, if you don't know what the 3 stands for, you have to learn that. You have to find that out, right? Peak, share, and 3-way calls. It's that very simple. That's what we do. That's how we're able to put 5,000 people in this company, in previous companies, 30,000 people. Why? Because you have to have a whole bunch of people doing the same thing. And so we write a list of people, we call them and pique their interest, we invite them to look at some information, which is sharing the business, right? We use a 10-minute video, or we use the Zoom calls, you plug them into that. That's how we share it. And then 3 is 3-way call, right? You have to have somebody that's working with you in this business. And they're going to help you to close out your business through a 3-way call. So that is you being focused, right? As you get started, you focus on what it is that you need to do, okay? And then you drive, right? Focus, and then you have to be driven. And how are you driven? Folks, I don't know how to tell you this. This is just something that's internal, right? You have to have something that drives you, right? What drives you to get up to go to work for somebody else right now, right? For a lot of people, they'll say it's a paycheck, right? And really, does it really drive you? A lot of times when I was working my job, right, on a Monday morning, I wasn't driven to get up, right? Maybe the paycheck wasn't big enough, right? Maybe the reality was that I was sick and tired of that. But what drives you, folks? I'm going to tell you, this is a big part of what we do, because on a call like this, on a Saturday like this, folks, you can choose to sleep in, right? Some people are up late, some people are up early. Why? Because they have this big why, right? This reason why we're doing this. And I'm going to tell you, that has to be the thing that drives you, right? That fuels you to get up and go. That fuels you to get motivated. That fuels you to get focused, right? And I'm going to tell you, man, my why was to get out of my job, right? My why was to fire my boss. Every Monday when I would go to work, folks, I would have a headache, right? I was just not looking forward to it. Sunday nights, I was just stressed out, right? When you see after 20 years goes by, you're not making progress, right? You're not getting where you want to be in life, and you have a burning desire for more, right? You want to have, you have to develop this why, right? In one of my previous companies, it's so funny. We used to have sessions where, this leadership will just talk about the why. They would just talk about, why are you doing this business? What is it that drives you? Right? Guys, type in the chat. Tell me what drives you. I mean, if you don't know what drives you to get started into there, man, you're just not going to make it. Right? Some of our whys are just not strong enough. Right? We've listened to some people's whys, and we just know right away they would never quit. It doesn't matter what happens around them. It doesn't matter the noise, the distractions that are going on. It doesn't matter. Right, man? If I didn't have a strong why, if I didn't have a strong focus, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have had the success that I've had. I've seen people who've never had success in this industry are having success because they stick and they stay. And if you stick and you stay, guess what? You get your pay. But folks, you have to be driven, right? Something has to drive you to do this business, right? And we always start a business with the end goal in mind, right? It's like, what is the end result going to be? And a lot of times when people call you about other opportunities and they put negatives in their mind and it drives their beliefs down, what do you do about it, right? Do you go back to why you started this business? Do you tap into people who also have a big why and they're focused, right? If you want to stay focused, be around people who are focused. If you want to have a strong drive and commitment, then guess what? Stay around people, find leadership in this business that are strong, right? And they have a strong why, rather than listening to people who are negative and complaining and just always looking at the negative side of things, right? Gossip and all these things, folks. So I'm just going to tell you, number one, you're going to have to have a strong focus on what you're doing and where you're going, right? Even when there's distraction, still focus on the activities that you need to do. And then secondly, you've got to have the strong drive, that commitment, and that reason why. What is it that you want out of this business that's going to keep you going? And then finally, you have to be committed. And I mean, commitment is a big word, right? It's staying committed to the things that you started, even when you don't feel like it, right? You don't feel like staying committed, right? It's you going to the gym, right? You look at yourself, you say, man, you know, I need to make some changes, right? I need to get in shape. I need to work out. I need to get healthy, right? And you know it and you want it, and you have to get committed to that, right? And committed is a big thing, right? Commitment is a big thing. You know, when you look at our industry and our business, guys, it's one of those things that's just easy not to be committed. Why? Because a lot of times people have options, right? I tell people all the time, and when you put yourself in a situation where you have no options, that's when success shows up. Man, you have to write that down. When you put yourself in a situation where you have no options, success seems to show up, right? It just seems to show up, right? And that's what I've done, folks. I'm not saying to go out and quit your job and all you're depending on is the income from Tradera. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying here, if you have a big dream, right? If you have a big reason why you're doing this, and you cannot see yourself staying at your job more than another 6 months or another 1 year, then get committed. Get committed to what you're doing and focus on that, folks, because you know that what you're doing is temporary. And that's what I did, folks. I gave myself 6 months in that business that I was doing. And every day I was up early, I was up late, I was focusing on my game plan, I was doing my activities, and I wasn't listening to anybody. The minute somebody calls me and it seems like it was going to be a gossip or negativity or things that was going to play with my mind and take me out of my rhythm and getting me unfocused, man, I was gone. I was like, man, I got to call you back. And so over here, folks, commitment is big in anything you do, right? If you're going to go to the gym and you say, man, I'm just going to do it for 1 year. I'm going to commit for 1 year to getting in shape, right? You make a commitment. When you get married, folks, you make a commitment, right? And a lot of times, you're going to have ups and downs. Obviously, I've been there. I've been married for over 20 plus years. And I'm going to tell you, it's a commitment. And in life, there is no difference. In this business, there is no difference, right? If you want to make $100,000 a month, it's there, right? Any of the other leaders that have made $100,000 or have hit legend, they're no different from you. They're no different from me, other than the fact that they're focused, right? They've been able to find the reason why they're doing it, right? And they've been able to make a commitment, not to their upline, not to their downline, but to them, their families. And we have made a commitment, folks, and part of my commitment is to see the job through. I tell people all the time, we've planted our flags here with Tradera. Why? Because everything is in place, right? We understand everything that this company's been through. And you show me one company that hasn't been through foundation or concentration, where they had issues, and what are they doing? Are they getting better? Right? Well, they are, right? The systems are now in place, right? Back office is working. Commission's working. The last 4 weeks, guys, commission's been amazing, right? Monday morning, money in the bank, right? So what's missing? The activity, the work, the focus, the drive, the commitment. And so all I'm asking you to do, folks, is let's get focused. Let's get committed. Let's be driven, right? Focused, driven, and committed. And so what I want you guys to understand, man, you have to dream big. Everything that we do in this industry, being in this business, starting this business with Tradera, is optional. Getting wealthy is optional. Getting rich is optional. Living a freedom lifestyle is optional. Being able to have money come in 25,000 in the bank is optional, right? It's just that you have to do the work, guys. And here's what I want to tell you, is we're ready to work with you, right? It doesn't matter how many people are on this call. What matters is who is on this call. The people that have made a decision, right? This Saturday training is not optional. It's a mandatory training. In my opinion, right? It's mandatory for me. I show up every day. Me doing the training or LaWanda being on here or me to any one of our leaders that are on this call is optional. We're all independent business owners, but you know what we do? We have a job. We have a commitment. And our commitment is to help and mentor and teach and share with people what they need to do, because we understand that people need help. And leadership is the biggest paying job in the world. I don't care what you do. I don't care what business you do. Right? Even if it's in government, leadership is the most important skill, highest paying skill you can have. And my job, my goal is to help develop leaders. You know who can become a leader? You can. All of us can. A leader is one that just shows the way, lead the way in every capacity, right? Whether it's being on the call first, right? Encouraging others to get on, right? It's like follow me, right? Just doing it first. And everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. You can be a leader, folks, because I'm going to tell you, leaders in our business are the ones that makes the money. But it's one of those things where you have to decide to be a leader. You can grow into be a leader, develop yourself to be a leader, listen to the tapes, the motivation, guys, because I'm going to tell you, it's an up and down business. But one thing I can tell you, just like we had a leadership call yesterday and we had a bunch of people come on, and all we were talking about is the fact that, we're focused, we're driven, and we're committed. And we're committed to reason why we're doing this, guys. We're committed to seeing the job through with Tradea, folks. We will have 1,000 people in the next 90 days to earn an extra $1,000 a month. And we're not going to sleep until it happens, guys. And so what is your dream? What is your goal? Guys, it's a Saturday afternoon. And all I'm going to say to you is get excited, regardless of what's happening in your life right now. Right? Regardless of what's going through your mind right now. Fear and doubts are temporary, guys. We got to fight that. You know what kills fears and doubts? It's action. Call somebody today. Write a list, guys. Make a new list of people. Right? If somebody says no, you say, so what? Next. Your job is not to try to figure out anything else other than to share the business. Right? One of my mentors always told me, Clifton, your job is to just, go through the nose, right? Go through the list, right? Contact people and share the business. You don't control the outcome. And so a lot of times if we just keep the feelings out of it, folks, feelings is what gets us up and down. 1 minute we're excited, the next minute we're down. It's part of the business, part of life. But if we can manage that, if we can just stay true to the activities, right? The activities that we need to do that actually ultimately creates income. That's what's going to win, folks. So I'm going to tell you, folks, get excited. Go look at a new car today. Go look at a new house today. Go drive through a nice neighborhood. Go see the fact that people are actually doing it. People are living the lifestyle. Go on the internet, folks. Go look at some dream vacation. Write it down. Right? Write it down. Open a new bank account. Get ready. Right? You have to prepare for success, man. That's a big one. You have to prepare for success. Expect success. So I'm just excited. Miss LaWanda Blackwood, I am done. I'm excited to be in business with you. And guys, we're so excited about where we're going with Tradea. If we're starting from one person today, from day one, I would still be more excited than I've ever been. Why? Because I understand that this opportunity is truly an opportunity for a lifetime. Everything is in place. All we have to do is connect the dots. The people that are out there, and they're out there, the money's out there, everything is alive and well, they're there. All we need to do is connect it, folks. So, Ms. LaWanda Blackwood, I'm just going to turn it back to you. Any words on being focused, driven, and committed, and then we'll end.
Wow. Thank you so much for that information. And every time you remind me that we're focus driven, committed, you know what? I just say yes to the vow all over again. Focus driven and committed. And you said the right things and talking about a leader. You know what? You know, a winner is always someone that's developing themselves. You know, we have to level up. And in order for us to level up, we got to level up our mindset. You talk about it all the time. Read books, listen to CDs, you know, get around people that says yes. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I have a big organization through Tradera, over 1,000 people, and I'm so humbly grateful. But I got to tell you the truth. My 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 friends, my circle, my people that I really listen to is so small because everybody can't come and tell me something. Everybody's ways and their philosophies and their theories, I can't because they can't flow with my winning. I have a winning attitude. I want to win. So I have to watch who I listen to. I have to watch the people I'm around. I have to watch and guard my heart and my ears because out of it flows the issues of life. So I want to encourage you today. Maybe you're around some folks that you need to detox. You might have to detox some folks because they can't get with your program. They can't get with your purpose. And truly, they won't be able to get with your paycheck. So that's part of becoming a leader. And we do these calls on Saturday, every single Saturday. You know, coach gives it up to us so that we can continue to grow and develop ourselves. Because if you've never been a millionaire before, you have no clue how they think. If I set you in the car with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and you're in the back seat, and when they start speaking, you probably can't relate because you don't have the mindset to understand that level of thinking, of theory, and understanding. But it's okay because right here at Tradera, we're here to help you. We're here to train you. We're here to teach you. And you too will see yourself on that path. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally sitting in my car right now. And I'm gonna just share with you, because of Tradera, I'm actually part of a foundation that helps the children, the needy children in Jamaica. And in my car right now, I'm looking back and I'm just humbly grateful. I see 3 brand new Nike tennis shoes that I'm about to bless some young men with down in Jamaica. I have 2 large bags of toys, new toys that's never been opened before that I could use. God could use me, LaWanda, to be a blessing for these young kids. And I'm on my way to another business partner who is part of Tradera. And we're putting this together to send to the needy children down in Jamaica, and they could be anywhere. But these children are in Jamaica. We're about to send all of this stuff to you. And I'm so grateful. You know, I have Air Canada backpacks because that's the company I used to work with, that we're going to donate to these children as they get ready for school. But you know, if I didn't make the decision that it's not just about you, it's not just about me, LaWanda, but it's about the lives of people who we can touch. You know, Coach Cliff said it the best. We connect the dots. Remember when we were younger, and some of you might do it still today, but you remember those books we get and it say, go to one, go to number 2, and number 2, go to 3, or it might say, go to A, B, C. Well, we're connecting our dots of life to create a beautiful picture for all of us. And you can be a part of that. You just got to stay plugged into the business, stay plugged into the trainings, get your folks on the opportunity. You know, the truth of the matter is when you put them on the opportunity call, you're not doing nothing. Clifton is doing all the work for all of us. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. All you got to do is invite. And like he's talked about PS3, after that, what are you going to do? You're going to put them on a 3-way call. It is so important that you take yourself out the manager right now because people only see you as they might see you. Maybe they don't know that you're a dynamic leader. Maybe they don't know that you're a winner and you have a winning instinct. But they're going to know it. But how they're going to know it is by you're going to put them on the call immediately. You're going to put them on a 3-way call with one of your leaders, one of the specialists. Give me a shout. I don't mind. Because it don't matter if you're on my money line or not, we're all people together that we're here to help each other win. So what I want to say to you right now today, what you want to do, that's okay if you didn't reach your goals for tomorrow. You know what? Goal, just like myself, I had a goal for tomorrow and I didn't reach it yet, but it's okay. I'm not going to sit down and cry about it. I'm just going to edit my due date now and I'm going to get started and say, you know what? It's okay. I didn't reach my goal for tomorrow, the 23rd. Yes, I had it on my computer. I looked at it every single day, few times a day. To be honest with you, I looked at it a lot of times a day, to be honest, but that's me. And I'm going to just reset my date. And I'm ready to win, ladies and gentlemen, just like you. You got to be ready to win. So what are you going to do? You're going to edit those goals, because guess what? Next week, Tradera said if you do ABC, they're going to pay you 1, 2, 3. So it is okay. God has blessed us with a new day today. So in a new day, you can do new things. So Clifton, I want to just thank you so much for allowing me to speak on the call. I'm so excited, truly. I'm so humbly, yes, I'm a shark, it's true, but I'm so humbly grateful that God would bless me to be with leaders like you are. You give nuggets where people pay thousands of dollars to go here. Here in Tradera, we get it free. You pay for the line for us to come on. We get on the line and we get all this valuable information. But ladies and gentlemen, it's cool we got it. But the whole thing about it is you got to use it. You got to put it in play and take action on the information that was given to us. Because some of you know how I always say it. My motto is information changes seasons of our life. So we've gotten the information today. Today can be the day that you change the season of your life. Thank you again, Clifton. I want to say thank you to all the team members. I want to see you all at the top. Truly see you at the top, because I'm on my way. I'm grinding too. And I tell you, together, all of us is going to achieve a whole lot more. So what you're going to do, you're going to be on the call tonight, 8 o'clock p.m., 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come to this same link, bizmeetingonline.com, 8 o'clock p.m. I know you in Nigeria and UK, that's going to be later, but tomorrow, the same link at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mr. Roy Lawrence, another one of our leaders, is going to put it down for you at 8 o'clock your time, for you that's in the UK, for you that's in Nigeria, and for those of you that's on the call. Maybe you have someone in that time zone. Get them on the call. They're going to do all the work for us. It's the truth. They're going to do all the work, and you're going to benefit from building your business. And then what are we going to do? We're going to run it back every single day this week. So you have no excuses. We've taken all excuses away. 8 o'clock p.m., 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be on the call. Do not miss it. But more importantly, invite your guests. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl, LaWanda Blackwood, signing out, saying let's have a special Saturday that God has blessed us with, and let's not waste it. Let's make things happen. Thank you.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
See you next week, guys. Same time. Put it on your calendar.
Let's go.